Welcome to Silverstrike Tech. Today we will be taking a look at the arcade classics. These are little mini arcade games of the classics like Tetris and PacMan. In these little arcades, very small, basically handhelds. The shape's kind of awkward to hold, but we'll be taking a closer look at them here. Now these are the collector's editions, which essentially means, as far as I'm aware, that they're golden. For example, a while back, we got Tetris. This very same thing, basically, but it's a different color. It wasn't gold, so it's pretty much exactly the same thing, but in gold. If you really want to collect these, you probably got better things to use your time for. Get a life or something. These boxes are incorrigible. Yeah, oh, let's tape on the side. They're presented fairly well, with lots of colors in the box. Quite eye-catching.
Very bad.
They say only at Target, but you can get them in e-commerce or other places. I don't really know. We don't need manuals. Let's not bother with those. We are smart people. We can figure this out. Really got it nestled in here. What on earth? They've got this under more layers of tape than a Russian nesting doll. This box is an absolute nightmare. They've got plastic tabs stuck under tape here. I wonder if I can just rip it all. Quiet. They are not coming out of these boxes on their own. That's for sure. If anything, you'll be wasting a lot of time with these things. That's a start. This one just snapped in half. What is going on? Alright, I guess we'll start with Tetris then. We'll get that later. There's a little tabby here you're supposed to pull, and it's very golden. Shiny. It's got these lovely patterns there. Pictures of buildings, like I don't know what that'd be. But it's the 40th anniversary of Tetris. And there's a little knob here for moving the pieces, a start button, and the left and right turning buttons for the tetraminos. There's an on and off button and a volume button. Makes a little coin sound when you turn it on. Clever. You start it off with the start button, and you can change the volume, I think, low, high, and off. High score table. You use the knob here to change what letter, and then press the right button. No? I don't know. It doesn't give you a lot of time to do the high score. But this is actually a very good version of Tetris. Personally, it's actually my favorite version, because I've actually, like I said earlier, I had one of these, and we played it lots, and it's just Tetris. Nothing notable about it. I don't know if it's the same as the NES one. I haven't played that. But it's a good version, whatever it is. Let's see if we can get PacMan out of its cage. I don't know how you're supposed to open this, actually. This was a long time coming. It better be worth it. So this is kind of the same idea, except it's got just one button and the knob is in the middle here. quiet, loud, and off. Now, I'm not nearly as good at Pac-Man as I am at Tetris. That's the same, not all that great. So this is going to be interesting. So it's hard to start the game. It's a bit sticky. Like it's not the best version, I would say. I think the original arcade was a lot like this, but this is kind of, I guess the best way to describe it would be like it's LCD, like the Game & Watches where there's fixed positions for everything. Death. So I guess it's an alright version of Pac-Man, but I'm not a big fan of Pac-Man, to be honest. Normally, my standards are pretty low, but it's Pac-Man, I think, as far as I can tell. So these things, at Target at least, cost $25. Now I will say, I think Tetris is more worth it than Pac-Man, but that's not just my bias. It's, if you want to get like a young kid something who doesn't have a big console, like getting them this Tetris thing, they will enjoy it. They will spend lots of time on it. I know because that happened with my family. We would have like take turns with it, and we had lots of fun just playing Tetris, because Tetris is one of those games that's timeless. Pac-Man, I guess people would say the same thing for it, but it's not the same as Tetris. So I think it could be worth it if you are in the position where it's worth it to you. Like there is positions where people might be in that this would be worth the money, the $25, which is kind of expensive for just a game that you can get many versions of for free on many different platforms, but it feels arcadey. It's enjoyable. It's not just a gimmick, although it's mostly a gimmick. It's not a bad gimmick. Like, these are genuine arcades if they were really small. I don't know what else to say about them. There's not a whole lot to talk about besides these. They're functional, they work, and they can endure the toughest of abuse. Forget Pac-Man. $25. In conclusion, I wouldn't go searching out for these, but if you see them and you want them, give it a go. You won't be disappointed. It's pretty simple. They come with their batteries in them and all. I don't know if they take double A's or what, but the batteries will last a while before you have to replace them. I also know that from experience. If you're a connoisseur of retro games, well, there's not really a reason not to get them, I guess, but you will enjoy them. That's all for today, folks. If you enjoyed this, consider giving a like and subscribe. Talk about any questions you have in the comments below. You can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Silverstrike. And if you did enjoy this video, consider going out and doing some real world Tetris. Maybe clean your room or something. Maybe your house if you're really old. I don't know. Really old, like 30 or more.